Welcome back everyone. It's Prajwal from Coding Crunch and today we are going to code an very simple HTML and CSS mini project which is an responsive navigation bar which you will see on the screen right now. So here you can see the responsiveness of the navigation bar on different width of the web page, and if you scroll down you can see that the position of the navigation bar will be fixed. So let's get started, but before that please consider a subscribe to the channel because it will be so supportive, and if you like a content please like and share the video. So let's get started. Let's get into our VS Code, and in the VS Code we are having a header part in the project.html file, and in the header part we are already having the CDN of Fontasm 4.2 and the fonts of Google Fonts, and the CDN link will be easily available from the description box of this video. So let's get into our body tag and let's create a class with the name of project, and in the class of project we need another class with the name of navigation, and in the class of navigation we need another class with the name of logo, and in the class of logo we also need an h1 text as logo, and again in the class of project we need another class with the name of navs or a nav will be perfect, and in the class of nav we need a three list, and in those three list we need an anchor tag in every list. We are using the emit on here, so you can see that we are having a three list in which you can see the anchor tag in every list. So in the first list I need the home, and in the second list I need a news, and in the third list I need a contact us. So let's come out of the navigation class on here and let's create another class with the name of navigation 2, and in the class of navigation 2 again we need another class with the name of nav2, and in the nav2 we need an three list. So again we have to use a emit on here, and in that three list I need an anchor tag in every list. So in this list I need an font awesome icons, so let me copy those font awesome icons link on here. So here I have copied the link of the font awesome icons, and along with that I have also entered the name for those icons as home, news and contact us, and I have entered the name out of anchor tag, but I have entered it in a list tag actually. So let's save it and let's open it in a live server. So here you can see the HTML content along with the icons of font awesome. So let's get into our style.css file. I'm giving the padding as 0 universally for whole page, along with margin as 0 and the box sizing as border box. And let's give the font family universally on here as Roboto. So I have selected this font family for whole web page for the text as universally, and I have taken this font family from the Google Fonts, and you can get the link for this font family in the description of this video. So let's save it and let's open it in the live server. It's not applying. Let's get into our project.html. I think we need to give the path or link the style.css file on here. We have linked. Let's open it again in the live server. I think the live server is not working. Let's get into our the font family for the class. Every class has been applied successfully because I have given the font family universally for every text in the web page. So let's get into our style.css. Let's style the class project. So in the class of project we are having navigation class in which we are having a logo, and again we are having a nav. So let's get into it and let's give the width for the class as 100% and the height as 100 VH and the background as URL. We have to give the path as for a background image. Let's save it. Let's give the background repeat as taken background size. We need a background size as cover and the background repeat as no repeat and the background position as center. So let's save it and let's open it in a browser. So here we can see that the background image has successfully applied. So let's get back into style.css. Let's style the navigation class on here. I need a width as 100% and the height as 70 pixels and the background as this color code, and Let's give the opacity for this color code. I need somewhere between this. Yeah, it will be fine. So let's save it and let's open it in a live server. Sorry, the live server is not working. Let's refresh it. Yes, here you can see the background color which is having the opacity. So let's select the list present in the navigation. So here in the list, I need a list style as none. Let's refresh it. Here you can see that the list style for every list in the nav class has successfully removed. So here let's get into logo class on here. Let's give the width as 30% and the height as auto, and I need to align the logo, so I need to give the padding left as 15 pixel and padding top as 15 pixel. So let's save it and let's refresh the web page. Here you can see that the logo is aligned properly. So let's give the color for this logo. I need a color as white smoke because white smoke will be better. It looks so perfect. Let's refresh it. Here you can see the color as white on here. Let's get into our navigation class again and let's give the display as flex. Let's refresh it. Here you can see the three list which is present in the navigation class, which I have given the display as flex so that it has aligned in the beside to the logo class. So let's select the list present in the navigation class. Sorry, we need to select in the nav class. But before that we have to style the nav class actually. So for that we have to give the width as 70% and the height as auto, and I need to display as flex for the lists present in the nav class. Flex, and we need to give the justify content as space around. So let's save it and let's open it in a live server. Sorry, the live server is not working. Let's refresh it. So here you can see that the display flex has successfully applied for the nav class on here. So let's select the anchor tag present in the nav class. Let's give the text decoration as none and let's give the color as white smoke and the font size as 18 pixels. So let's save it and let's open it in a live server. Again, I'm sorry, the live server is not working. I think we need to give the font weight. I need a font weight as bold in this. So let's refresh the web page again. Here you can see the font weight as bold has appeared. Let's give the padding top for the nav list. I need somewhere like 18 pixel. Let's refresh the web page again. Yeah, it's appearing so well. Here, let's get into navigation to class and let's style that. I don't want to appear this class in this width, so I need to give the display as none on here so that it disappears from this width of this web page. So let's refresh it. There is a spelling mistake, small mistake, sorry. So here you can see that the navigation to class has disappeared from this width of the web page. So let's use the media queries on here at media only. I need a minimum width as 320 pixel and maximum width as, which I'm going to give as max width, 700 pixel. Let's copy the code of these classes. And let's paste it in a media query. Let's save it. I don't want to see the nav class in the width of minimum width of 360 pixel to or 320 pixel to 700 pixel on here, so that I can give the display as none on here, as none. So let's save it and let's refresh the web page. But before that we have to go in the inspect section. I think there is some mistake in this. Again I have refreshed. So here we can see that the nav class from the navigation class has been disappeared on here, but we need a navigation bar in the bottom of the screen. So let's get into our CSS file and let's give the navigation to class display as block. So let's save it and let's open it in the live server. Sorry, the live server is not working. Let's refresh the web page. Here we can see the navigation bar. We need that navigation bar in the bottom of the screen. So let's give the width as 100% and the height as 10%, and we need a background color as we need this opacity color. So let's save it and let's give the position as fixed on here, and from the bottom it has to align in the bottom. So let's give the bottom as 0. Let's save it and let's open it in a live server. Sorry, again the live server is not working. Let's refresh it. So here we can see that the class has been fixed in the bottom of the screen of this width in the web page. So again let's get into the nav2 class, which is present in the navigation2 class. So for that nav2 I need the width as 100% and the height as auto, and I have to give the display as flex for this. Flex, and let's give the justify content as space around. Space around. So let's save it and also let's give the color as white smoke so that it can give the color for also list and anchor tag. So let's save it, let's open it in a live server. So here you can see the navigation bar class has applied some display flex along with the justify content as space around. So let's get into our CSS file again. We have to remove the list style from the list tag. We have to select the list and we have to remove the list style as none, and I have to give the text align as center, and we need to give the font size as 18 pixel, and let's save it and let's refresh the web page again. So here you can see the style of the list have been removed, and it has taken the font size as 18 pixel for both the text and the icons of the font awesome. We need to give the padding top for this thing. Padding top as somewhere between 15 pixel is needed. Pixel. So let's save it. Let's refresh the web page again. As I think we need to decrease little bit. Let's give it as 10 pixel. It will be enough. As it's enough. So let's get into anchor tag, which is present in the list of the nav2 class. And let's give the text decoration as none on here. And let's give the color as white smoke. And let's give the font size as 20 pixel. Let's save it. Let's open it in a live server. So here you can see the navigation bar, which is present in the bottom of the screen in this width of the web page. So let's get into project.html on here. Let's create another class out of project class. Let's name it as D1. Let's get into our style.css class file on here. Let's give the class D1 height as 100 VH, and let's save it and let's open it. After refresh, let's scroll down a little bit. So here you can see that the navigation bar is fixed in its position, it's not moving, so that the users can go to their desired path in the news or contact us section which they need in every position of the web page. And let's check the responsiveness of this web page. So here you can see that the navigation bar responsiveness is good actually in every width. So that's it for today guys. If you like a content, please like and share the video, and please subscribe to the channel because it will be so supportive. So thank you guys.